In previous videos, I've mentioned that air makes tone. Every aspect of the tone, qualitative and quantitative. So if we want the quantitative to change, we want the dynamic to change, then obviously something has to change in the air. Any change in the sound is caused. Any effect, that is, the change in the sound is an effect. The cause is something in the air has changed. But if we want something in the sound to remain the same, i.e. pitch, color, and shape, then something in the air must remain the same. Now, the question is in our blowing, exactly what remains the same in the air and what changes? One of the things that makes clarinet playing sound inconsistent and uneven is the fact that clarinetists not only vary the volume, but they also vary the qualities of the air. They not only reduce the amount of air they're going through, but the kind of air itself changes. So we go from compression air, that aerosol can air that sounds like that, and as we drop the dynamic, we have a tendency to want to begin to blow with that toothpaste tube technique, that broader, slower stream of air. The whole idea in preserving consistency in pitch, color, and shape, so those qualities remain the same as we vary the dynamic, is to maintain the compression. Now, if you were here and I was playing the clarinet, you could actually put your fist in my tummy, and I could play a forte, and you would feel that air being pushed out and down against your hand. And then I could play a pianissimo, and you'd be able to feel that pressing out, that pushing out of the air, that compressing of the air. And if you didn't hear the sound, if you couldn't hear the sound at all, you wouldn't be able to tell in either case whether I was playing forte or pianissimo, because the blowing technique remains the same. The volume of the air decreases, the amount of air decreases, but the qualities of the air remain the same, and therefore you get consistency. This camera, for instance, that you're watching the video through, if I set this camera on automatic as far as the shutter speed, then any variation in the light at all will cause the shutter speed to change to try to adapt to it. If I ran my hand across here, the shutter speed would change. The shutter speed would try to adapt and open up to make up for that loss of light or that addition of light, and you would see a change in the whole photograph itself, the whole image. But as I have a constant speed in the shutter speed, I can do this, and the rest of the image doesn't change. Well, it's a lot that way with the air. If you decrease that dynamic level, and you change the quality of the air, you go from aerosol can air to toothpaste tube air, you're going to see a dramatic change in the quality of the sound. As you decompress the air by blowing toothpaste tube air, you're going to have to kick in the embouchure pressure and maybe even bite to make up for the lack of resistance in that kind of blowing, and in order to maintain just the pitch. But when you bite like that, when you have to bring the embouchure inordinately into the into the formula like that, then you're going to see a change in pitch and a change in color as you try to maintain, or a change in color and shape as you try to maintain, desperately maintain the pitch. The whole idea in playing dynamics is to learn to play with great consistency that same kind of, that compressed air stream, that aerosol can air all the way down. So our forte is that, and our pianissimo is that. And that way we will maintain the same qualities in the sound from forte to piano. First, we want to practice the long tones in a very terraced way. So the long tones are, we're playing forte, playing mezzo piano, and we're playing pianissimo, like that. I don't know if the sound, I hope that's being picked up on the microphone, but we terrace that, and then we begin to feel that equilibrium between embouchure pressure and the compression of the air as we vary it. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to use that technique and use it more like instead of a stair-step level, we're going to talk about how to use it as an escalator-like technique. I want to thank you guys a lot for watching our videos, and those of you who have subscribed, thank you very much and welcome aboard. By subscribing, you'll be able to get notification of whenever we're going to send out videos, the new videos that are coming up, so you can stay up to date on those. If you're just joining, please look at some of the other previous videos. Struggle your way through them. Some of them are kind of zany, but there's a lot of good information out there that will help you play the clarinet, especially a lot of information on embouchure and embouchure technique that's very germane, very important to our discussion on the air that we're doing presently. Please drop by our website, take a look at our products. Any suggestions, subject suggestions, we very much appeal to you. Because we're putting these videos out for you as a service to you. We want to know what you're interested in, and as I've said over and over, I know I sound like a broken record, but if you're interested in it, believe it or not, there's going to be hundreds of clarinet players out there that have the same kind of interest. So stop by and see us, and thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Hopefully it won't be as long as it has been.